Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Chrissy. Hello, welcome. So today's video will be a part 2 of the dating while plus size, no question and answer video that I did a few days before. You guys asked me so many great questions and I really wanted to answer them all. So I had to split the video into 2 parts. So today's video, I will be answering some dating questions, but I also have some questions about confidence and insecurities that I will answer as well. Remember that it is still June, so we are still in our confidence series. And I'm having so much fun doing this that I think I might continue this into July. So if that's something that you guys want me to do, give this video a thumbs up right now and let me know down in the comments if you want me to keep that going. But before we get started, if you are here for the first time or if you are back, you're here and you're back, so you might as well hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I upload. Follow me on Instagram at Chrissybstyles so you stay in the loop. And let's just jump right into it. Okay, here we go. Hey Chrissy, I'm 32, single, and never really been on a date. I just want to know, what am I doing wrong? I have tried dating apps, but almost all the guys wanted sex, and I'm not that kind of woman. When they can't even hold a conversation. Okay, first of all, there is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with you at all. And I don't want you to feel like just because you're 32 and you've never been in a relationship or a serious relationship that there is something wrong with you. I think that's something that we as women, we're very critical of ourselves and we're very hard on ourselves. So we think that if we don't have something by this age, then something must be wrong with us. And that's just not the truth. That's not the truth at all. I really don't think that there's anything wrong with staying where you are and staying single until you find the man that is right for you. And that's the man that God has intended for you to be with. And to be very honest, I'll be very real with you. The caliber of men today that there are is just not the same as there were, back in the day, or when my parents were getting married or my grandparents were getting married. It's a very different time and men are very different. Okay, so it takes a really long time to find the man that you're supposed to be with, and you're not even supposed to find him. You let him come to you. Okay, don't go out looking and searching and just settling for someone that gives you attention or that is somewhat nice to you. You sit back, okay? You do the work that you feel like you need to do on yourself. You focus on yourself, focus on your career, focus on business, focus on your family and friends. And I promise, at the right time, in the right situation, the person you are supposed to be with will find you. If a man really wants you and a man is really interested in pursuing you, he will do just that. So you have tried dating apps, but almost all the guys want sex. So, okay, so the thing with dating apps, I personally don't do dating apps because I just heard like so many horror stories. And I think that a lot of these dating apps kind of advertise themselves. Like, I don't know if you're using like a Tinder or something like that, but if you are, that's an app that definitely advertises itself as like a hookup app. So that's what guys literally go on there for. I think that a lot of men have this perception like, okay, if she's on a dating app, then she has been looking for a while and then she finally landed here, which means she must be just desperate to find someone. So I think they go on to dating apps just looking for women that, they feel that they think are desperate. So I think that's an attitude that some men go onto dating apps with, which just really isn't right. Because I think a lot of women truly go onto dating apps looking for, the love of their life, hoping to meet the love of their life. And, not everyone is really comfortable going out into social settings, trying to meet someone. But I have heard that a lot of men use dating apps for hookups. So, I'm personally not comfortable with the dating app, and I would say that if that's something that you're experiencing a lot on a dating app, to delete your account and come off of that. If you do want to continue on dating apps or you are speaking to someone that you feel like you have a genuine connection with, Definitely let them know who you are beforehand. Stand your ground, okay? Let them know, hey, I'm not that type of girl to be, for you to be talking to like that, or to be jumping into intimacy, or, let them know your morals and your values up front. If he's not okay with that, if he shows any type of attitude or gets angry at your response, then he gotta go. Period. Because that means he doesn't respect you, and that's probably the only thing he was after was sex. So definitely stand your ground. You want to be very forward and very upfront about your intentions and about the type of woman that you are. So I really hope that helps, and it just breaks my heart to hear you say, like, what's wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you, okay? You just seem like you're not willing to accept just anything, and that is a really good thing. Like, to be very honest, I would rather be like 50 and single than to have to deal with some man that comes with, a whole bunch of baggage, that is someone that I just settled for. I'd rather be 50 and at peace. I'd rather be 30 and at peace. I'd rather be 23 and at peace than to be dealing with somebody that is causing me stress and that is disturbing my peace. So, okay. Don't have any dating insecurities, but I'm confident and secure in my relationship. Yes, girl. I have, but I do have a question concerning my relationship. Like, my boyfriend has drop dead gorgeous eyes, and every time we are in public, women of all ages say to him in front of me how beautiful his eyes are. It doesn't bother me at all when they compliment him on his eyes, but for some reason, like a crazy person, I feel like I should respond to those compliments. LOL. Like, girl, do you... Oh, she said, like, girl, do you see me right here while you just hit on my man? But if you were me, how would you react? Okay, first of all, you're not crazy. Okay, you're not crazy. But, I understand. You have every right to feel that way. Don't feel like just because you're secure in your relationship and you know that's your man, that feeling like, girl, what? When someone compliments your dude in front of you, okay, you have every right to feel that way. I don't want you to feel like that's a crazy emotion. But unless it's a situation that is just extremely inappropriate, like she's really hitting on him, like really pursuing him, trying to get his number, and you're right there and she's not acknowledging you, then say something. Be like, okay, sweetie, excuse me, like, I know, hello, or I think it is disrespectful if she's talking to your dude and just chooses to not acknowledge you. Like, that's a super problem. I'm trying to think, have I dealt with something like that? Okay, in my last relationship, I remember, we were in a Jamba Juice, and so my ex, he's really like a talkative person. He's really friendly. He's a Gemini. So Geminis, like, they're really talkative. They're really friendly. And, he was talking to someone that I guess felt like they have known him. So this person thought they knew him from like a Boys and Girls Club, like when they were kids. And he did say that he went to Boys and Girls Club and, may have known him, but he didn't remember this person. And, he was really like, it was a dude, mind you, right? And so dude, he was gay, and he was clearly flirting with him. And I was just standing there like, am I supposed to not? At first, me and him were laughing because I'm like, is he for real? Like, is he serious? I know he sees me with you. But then we were just laughing because, like, that was crazy. Like, you really gotta, like, what? And of course I had nothing to worry about because, he's straight. But it was just like, okay, sweetie, you're a catty. You knew I'm standing right here, and you're gonna he barely acknowledged me. Like, he kind of had an attitude with me, but like was real cool with my dude. So I'm just like, okay. So then once we got in the car, I was like, wait a minute. Like, that's when it really hit me, and I was so bothered about it. And he was just like, please don't cause a scene. Please don't say anything. Like, you already know that that was so stupid. And, like, I'm not into guys. Like, but it was just so, like, okay. But even in that relationship, I remember him telling me that he had more of the issue because people would, like, you know, say to me, like, compliment me a lot, or like when we were out, like, guys would look at me, and it would bother him. But at the end of the day, he knew that I was with him, and I really was not checking for nobody else. So I think if you are secure in your relationship and you know that this person is trustworthy, and that he really is not checking for nobody else, just laugh and be like, thank you, girl. Yes, I know my man is fine. At the end of the day, he come home with me. Okay, not you. So be secure in that, and just continue to flourish and be happy in your relationship, and ignore the rest of them girls. Okay, there's some catty women out here. Okay, so for the sake of the length of this video, I have two questions that are very similar. One is basically asking, one is basically saying that I feel very insecure and want to be confident in my body. She says she experienced telling a guy that she liked him, but instantly got turned down because of her size. And another question is how to be confident and not hide what you've got, to be okay with your body without starving yourself to look skinny. Okay, so to kind of answer them both, if you express your feelings to someone and they turn you down because of your size, that's a huge red flag. And I don't want you to, I mean, of course you're going to be sad. We've all had those experiences, so I can't even tell you not to be sad. But I want you to kind of think about it as, okay, that's a blessing. Like, because obviously that's someone that wouldn't be able to see past that into who I really am. And it just means that that person is not for you. I am a firm believer that there is someone for everybody. Who is supposed to be for you will be for you and will accept you no matter what size you are, and they'll see past all of your insecurities into your soul and to see who you really are. I think becoming comfortable with your size, as I just mentioned, it's a journey and it's a process. I think it starts with the realization that, okay, stand in front of the mirror, literally, I have to do this. It's like, okay, this is what it is. I'm a bigger girl, I'm a thick girl, maybe I have gained weight, or maybe this is just how I'm built, you know, whatever, you know, the road was leading to where you are right now. It's just being real with yourself about that and choosing to love yourself regardless. I don't believe that we shouldn't love ourselves because of our size. And there's a lot of people out in the world that do think that way. So I don't want you thinking that just because you get turned down because of your size that, you know, that makes you ugly or that makes you unattractive, you know? There are people out here that are skinny that are getting turned down. You know what I mean? So don't think that it's an issue with you. It's just that person, you know, he just wasn't for you. Trust me, it's not easy. I have been that way too. I have been turned down because of my size. So it definitely takes some time to get to that point to where you're just like, okay, whatever, dude. Like, all right, you gotta go. Somebody else is gonna love me for me, you know? And don't think that because you're plus size that you cannot pull, okay? And I'm gonna tell you this from experience. That's how I used to feel. But then when I started really getting older and started realizing, okay, guys like me, like I get approached a lot, or I get, you know, DMs a lot, or I get, you know what I mean? Men like thick women, okay? Men like big women. And not just bigger men, smaller men do, skinny men do, celebrities do. Stop playing. But I think what the difference is a woman that is confident in her skin. Men can sense that. Men definitely can sense that. And men like confidence, to be very honest with you. And confidence is, you know, a form of beauty. When that confidence is just exuding from you and that's what you're giving out into the world, they can feel that. Men can sense a woman that is insecure and not comfortable with herself very quickly. I don't know how they do it, but they can sense it. So ever since I kind of just, started loving myself, regardless of whether you love me or not, and I had that foundation of love with myself, it just kind of seemed like, okay, people are like, because they sense that confidence from me and they sense that, that love from me, and they're able to see your beauty because you're able to see your beauty. If you don't see it in yourself, you can't expect somebody else to help you see it or to see it for you, So I would encourage you that if you are having issues with just insecurity or having body issues and not feeling comfortable in your own skin, to kind of work on that first before you go into the dating arena, because from experience I've realized it's almost not even fair to be so insecure and then to enter into a relationship, because it can bring problems into your relationship. As soon as you see your dude, talking to a girl, could be just at a restaurant, or some girl looks at your man, you're all up in arms because you feel very insecure about yourself. So I would just recommend kind of doing that work first. And I want you guys to also realize that there's a lot of options out here for you guys. It really is not just, big men that like big women. I've actually never dated a chubby or big guy, not because that's not what I like, but I just haven't. I've dated muscular guys, I've dated skinny tall guys. Guys will love you because you love yourself and because you are exuding that confidence and that beauty. So don't think there's only one type of guy for plus size women, okay? All different type of guys love plus size women, and if they're too ashamed to admit it or too ashamed to like show you off and they want to hide you and stuff, let him go. Block him. He gotta go. Don't give him the time of the day because he ain't no real man, and he just gotta go. We don't do those. No, not summer 2019. Not this hot girl summer. We're not doing that. Okay, we're not getting hidden. We're getting shown off. We're going to restaurants. We're going to dates. We're going to the cookout. Okay, and that's it. Okay, next question. How do I get confidence? It's something I've been struggling with. I'm always so hard on myself, and I just want to know how you personally gained your confidence. So I love this question. I think that brings up a really good topic. My journey with confidence has been a long journey, and it's an ongoing journey. I do have a level of confidence where I am just secure with where I am right now, but I still have a really long way to go. Okay, so when I first realized that I have issues with confidence was probably when I was in like high school. I was always very hard on myself for like every little thing, and I've always been, a bigger girl. I've always been a thicker girl, and I used to go on these like fat diets. Like I used to go on these things where I would only eat like 12 wheat thins, like, for the day. That's stupid. Or just fruit, or just very small amounts of food, and just trying to lose weight because I would get made fun of sometimes, or I just didn't look like the rest of the girls, and that was just such an unhealthy time in my life. I used to be so hard on myself. I used to try to get dressed, and then I'd end up changing my outfit 20 times, and I remember there being a time where I literally was not able to look at myself in the mirror, and I would just get dressed and kind of do a quick glance and just leave. And I'm really one of those people where you will never really, I'm a Scorpio, so I do wear my heart on my sleeve, but I'm also can be very hard in a sense to where I could be going through something, but you never know. Like, I am that type of person that will put a smile on my face just because I don't want other people to be worried about me. So I would say It isn't until recently, actually, even after my accident, to where I realized that, okay, it's time for me to just live my life and to have fun. And, you know, I'm so young. I'm only 23 years old. And I think my accident made me realize that life is so short, and I don't want to live the rest of my life being uncomfortable with who I am and inside of my body. This is my body. This is the way that God made me. This is the body that God gave to me. And, you know, we're all beautiful regardless, and we're all perfect in his sight. God makes no mistakes. So I'm learning to love what I have been given, even if I'm overweight, even when I'm losing weight. I'm just learning to love myself through every period in life. And I always tell people that the beginning to that, and the beginning to confidence and overcoming insecurities, is to have a foundation of love for yourself. If you don't love yourself, you're not going to be confident. If you don't love yourself, you're not going to be okay with the way that your body changes. But it's really just saying to yourself, like, I'm going to, it's making the conscious decision to love yourself no matter what's going on. Doesn't matter if you get in a car accident and things change, or if you happen to gain 10 pounds, if you gain 30 pounds, if you're losing weight. It's loving yourself in every stage, realizing that where you are now is not always where you're going to be. We change so much just throughout the years, or throughout, you know, even months. We change. We're women, and we're going to change. And not allowing, and it's also not allowing the influence of the world, even though it's really strong, to influence us and our perception of ourselves. So if you feel like the world's influence is something that's really hindering your growth and your process and being confident, it might be time to kind of cut yourself off from those influences. That may mean taking a break from Instagram, taking a break from Facebook, taking a break from TV, even taking a break, or cutting out, probably more like cutting out people that make you feel like you are not enough, or that you are not beautiful, or that you're supposed to be this. You have to cut those people out of your life, because they are going to hinder your growth process dramatically. Okay, I think another thing that helps me really with just feeling beautiful and just being confident is self-care. We have to take care of ourselves, and that's just not physically, but also mentally. Spending time with ourselves, spending time in prayer, spending time around people that we know truly love us and have our best interests at heart. You know, that's your friends or your family. You know, that starts to help us heal and repair ourselves. Spending quality time with yourself. I like to dress up nice. I like to, you know, style myself and get dressed, and that's something that makes me feel confident. One of the biggest things I want to get across is for us to stop being critical of ourselves. Stop repeating negative thoughts. Stop getting up in the morning being like, oh, I hate my thighs. Oh my gosh, my thighs are rubbing together. Oh my God, my stomach, I'm bloated. My stomach is so big. Oh my gosh, I feel so fat today. I feel ugly today. My hair, I wish it was curly. I wish it was straight. Stop being critical of yourself. Stop judging yourself. That is like damaging your mind. That's just like a big trash bin in your mind. Clear your mind of those thoughts. Instead of saying something negative about yourself, get up in the morning and let the first thing you do when you look in the mirror is say something nice about yourself. Say, hey, I love my eyebrows. Whether it could be something small. Hey, I love my skin color. I love my hair. Okay, I love my behind. I love my face. I love my breasts. I love my arms. I love something about yourself. Try to spot out something every time you look in the mirror, whether you're just in the bathroom and washing your hands and you look up. Try to say something nice about yourself. Try to spot out something about yourself that you love, and eventually those negative thoughts about yourself will start to leave your mind, and you'll start to be replaced with positive thoughts. And that's kind of just the beginning of where I am right now, and that's what helped me a lot. And I think another thing that has helped me a lot is just realizing there are things I can't change. Just like my injuries, my scars, I cannot change them. and realizing that the things I can change, I will change them when I want to, which is why right now I am on a weight loss journey. So if I'm deciding to change them, then that's my decision, not someone else telling me I should. And then if I don't want to change them, being secure in my decision not to change them, but also realizing that I still have to be comfortable with myself in these stages of me changing things that I don't like about myself. You kind of understand what I'm saying? I think the way I'm explaining it may be a little confusing, but it's just really being okay with yourself and accepting yourself in every stage of life that you're in. And I wanted you to understand that this is not an easy process. This is not a fast process. It's not going to be perfect. So if you mess up and you fall behind, don't beat yourself up. Don't feel bad about it. This is something that women even way older than me are dealing with, and it's going to be something that you're going to deal with for the rest of your life. So I don't want you to think that you have a certain amount of time to become confident. Confidence is a feeling and an attitude that you're going to develop with practice and with work. If you kind of follow the steps I'm giving you and just some of the advice and being positive and speaking positivity into your life and into your mind, I think eventually confidence will be something that just overcomes you and that overtakes you, and you'll wake up just feeling free and just ready to go out into this world and just attack life. So it's a process and we're all going through it. I'm always here for advice. I'm always here for help. You can DM me on Instagram at Chrissybstyles. You can email me, and I am more than happy to help you through this process. And this is a family. This is your safe space. My channel is your safe space. So whenever you need to come on and talk to other supporters that are going through the same things in the comments, and we can talk back and forth, I think there will be a lot of people here that can help you and really just guide you along the way. So you guys, that is the end of this video. I know this was probably long still, but I just want to answer you guys' questions in depth. So if you did enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you have any additional questions for me, feel free to ask me in the comments down below. If you are not yet subscribed, click that subscribe button. Also click the notification bell so you are notified when I upload. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah.